So I've got another one. It's a Philco TB100HH9 television tuner. If you see this here now, if you receive over-the-air television broadcast from an antenna, you have an analog television or converter box, such as this one will be needed to continue to receive your favorite television shows after February 17, 2009. The U.S. government is making a $40 rebate coupon available. Limit 2 per household to help at the time of purchase of this converter box. For additional information about the digital television transfer, visit the following websites. Here's the Funai website, the manufacturer of this. So this thing is probably a piece of junk. It's okay because I didn't pay that much for it. That's the wrong end. Sorry about that. I only paid $2.50 for it. This week was red tag, so it was half off. So we'll see about this. So this is supposed to be where the front of it is. Which, of course, if I'm correct, there should be a little thing on the side to tell me what all came with it. So that's where the front is. Should be a... Only reason why I'm interested in this one is because it has on-screen TV channel guide, which is really rare for these things. It's really rare for these ones. I have a Zenith one, as you've seen before, and that one doesn't have any of that. You have to, I'm hoping that this one's going to have the thing comes on the screen like it goes all the way across. So I'm not seeing anywhere on here where it tells me what's all in it, so. Unless it's, of course, no, it's not on the bottom. It's completely blank. It's made in China. It's cheap as humanly possible. So, let's see what we got here. It's like a really cheap remote control. Looks very familiar to the Funai remote controls of the early 2000s, late 90s. Probably the 90s. It looks very cheap. Looks very familiar to those. If you've ever messed around with those back in the 90s or early 2000s, they're disgusting. I don't know why. Wonder how much someone paid for this. That's obviously not the right model, not the right manufacturer either. It doesn't say. So they bought that one back in 2013. I don't know why in the heck that's got. I don't know why that's in here. Let's see here if I can try to get any of this stuff out. See, after 2009. So, yeah. See, if you had an analog TV after a certain point, this plastic stuff like this is hard to get out of, especially if you're trying to do this. So it's a set top box, so you can set the top of it. So it's a Funeral Electric Corporation, 2008. So no wonder why these Philco products don't last. It's the reason why they're hard to come by. I looked this model up online before I purchased it, and they usually sell on eBay between $20 to $15. Actually, usually 20 to 10. So it's not really worth anything if it doesn't work. I'll just end up returning it. So, this is never... I'm hoping this has never been used, because I've seen people online repackage them. Like, they use them for a number of years, and then they repackage them, and then they put them online for sale. All the VCRs that you see on Facebook Marketplace that are brand new in box are not brand new in box. They're used. People will go to great lengths to sell things like that these days. This is kind of the reason why I don't think anybody bought this for the past, because I don't think. So I guess supposedly, let's go back here to where it mentions the accessories. I didn't see a page for that, so. The only reason why I bought this one is because I needed another one. I needed another one for the small TV that I have upstairs that I'm going to be using for a monitor. And the only problem is that with that one is there's no my aunt gave me that TV and there's no way to auto program the TV. I bought universal remote controls. I've tried using other remote controls such as these. People tell me and say, oh, you have to buy a new TV or whatnot. I'm like, I don't got the money. One of our neighbors bought a TV for $100. I don't know where in the world. I don't know why they're $100. She bought like a little one, probably like a 13-inch for $100. Like, what the heck? And I'm like, I go into St. Vinny's and I see them in there, they have like the ones, like the little 13 inches for like $75 and they're analog. I don't get it. They obviously can't be worth that. I don't know. This inflation is taking things way too far. There's a reason why. So here we go with the accessories. So you get the remote control and 2 batteries, which was not included in here. Owner's manual and the cable was missing. So this is obviously not new old stock. Someone's been using this one. Someone's been using this one. If you look on back here, no S video, no component, nothing. So this is like a basic one. It's like a basic one. So it looks to me like it's not much to this. Anyway, so back in the day, they said they would have given you a $40 coupon. So these probably would have costed $40. So the government would have basically given it to you for free. And here they are selling it for $5. I don't think this thing is worth anything. Because they changed the over-the-air system, I believe. It used to be 2.9 over the air. Get back to the page here where they were talking about here. It used to be ATSC 2.9. They changed it at the beginning of this year to 3.0, and then the TV station started corrupting their signals. So not only can you not now some of these channels you cannot record anymore off the air with your VCR or your DVD recorder because of that reason. So people have gotten rid of their DVD recorders and stuff. All you need to do is go online and buy one of the $200 tuners. They're actually $200 now. These new ones that can encrypt the signals, they're going to be able to. They should be able to. Sorry about that. It gets pretty dry down here. And you should be able to, with these new tuners that they're bringing out, the new signal over the air, you should be able to do that. It's just the problem is they're just getting so hard to come by. These older ones like these, there's so many of these new in box because people are repackaging them. Like this one here's obviously been repackaged. You can tell. This was not sealed. The batteries are missing. The coax cable's missing. when I was in there in the store looking at the item. See, even the cord, let me get this out of here. This is where it's been sitting. This is where it's been sitting for a little bit, probably 6 to 8 weeks. You can see this isn't even twisty tied anymore. At the back of here. Look how cheap this looks. It reminds me of the modulators that they used to have back in the 80s, where they used to have the converters from UHF to VHF. Probably the 80s and 90s and the 70s when they used to have those converters. That's what this reminds me of, because it's so cheap. This is not made out of nothing. In here is metal. Probably only the circuit board and these connector things on the outside here are probably the only things left that are actually made out of metal. What do we got here? Funai Corporation. Pile of junk. Serial number. So next thing you know, someone's going to write down in the comments saying, "Oh, I used to have one of these." I know you did. Everyone did. I would be surprised. If you had this exact same model, now that'd be kind of weird. There's probably 4 screws, maybe 8 screws to open it up. Nobody knows why. I know this is kind of weird, but you see here, it says to use the Savina code if the universal remote control does not work. So that shows you that Savina stuff is also made by Funai. I know Emberson stuff is. The newer stuff from the 2000s is. And that stuff seems to be holding up. So I guess it was the later stuff that turned out to be junk. So I guess supposedly it was the later stuff. I guess we now know who donated this stuff there. But for what it's worth, if this actually works, this would save me $40 because that's how much they want for them nowadays. New in the box, but this one's not new in the box. Because for one thing, for them to be new in the box, they would have to have all the accessories. And they're all missing. Some of them are missing the batteries, the original batteries, and then the coax cable. So see, use the splitter from the antenna. Anyways, let's look at the back of this one. So you have limited part time. I was wondering, people were probably wondering about this. What kind of warranty did they have back in, what, 2008? 2009 when this thing was new in the box, actually, for once. Let's see here now. So they had the... So you have 1 year to find... You have 1 year to use it before the defects. So if something goes wrong with this after a year, then you're stuck with it. And usually when you buy this newer stuff from this time period, this era of Funai was absolutely junk. This is the era that everybody tries to stay away from. This one right here, this one right here was built in 2002. This was built by Funai. And it's like 21 years old and it's still working fine. I had a Shichiba DVD combo built by Funai, built in 2009. And I got it, like I said, I got it from the school district when they were giving them away. And my mom went in there and picked up, 3 of them? Out of the 3 of them, 1 of them has already failed. It failed after like 3 months of use. Actually, not even a month of use, like a month and a half. I can tell you this now, these Funai products that they're putting out are junk. You do not want these newer ones. Like as of like 2008. You do not want these. Knowing that, I knew that they started putting these out in 2006. So, shocked. But you don't know. That's with the VCRs and, that's with the VCR and the DVD player. So, those things don't last that long. I'm shocked to see that this thing right here. Actually, I should just plug it in and see what it does. Obviously, I'll make another video, and obviously I'll take it out of the plastic for safety concerns. We'll see if this remote control even works at all. If any of this stuff works, it'd be a great safe. It'd be great. As always, see you in the next video if we make one. You never know. Thanks for watching.
Super Satin Productions.